I've been a minimalist for a long time, and it started out more as a necessity than anything else. And through it, I started realizing that all these external items were not bringing me as much joy as I had expected. And in most cases, were just plain unnecessary, so I just continued living this lifestyle. Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel where I aim to bring you everything from minimalism, sustainability, self-care, and self-development. So today I'm here with part 2 of the things I no longer buy. And the first thing is facial tissue. I always used to have a box at home at any given time, but I realized it was just getting used because it was easily accessible and available. My dad always uses a handkerchief, and I remember when I was little and would go to school when I was sick, he would ensure that I had one of his handkerchiefs to get me through the day with a runny nose. So swap out tissues for hankies. An alternative to this is using plain old toilet paper for your runny nose if you don't like the idea of using a handkerchief. Just be aware of how much you're using and don't use more than necessary. Except for the word toilet in it, there's nothing wrong with this paper. And it's better for the environment as it breaks down faster than conventional facial tissues, which are meant to hold its structure. You know the small sets of tissues you usually get in sets of 10 in nice designs and very pretty looking? Quit buying those as well and replace them with alternatives from the previous point. I was in a friend's kitchen the other day and we started speaking about a mutual friend who had passed away, and we both started tearing. She handed me an entire sheet of kitchen towel since we were in the kitchen and that's what was easily accessible, but I instinctively refused it. I just simply wiped my tears away with my hands. Consumerism has led us to consume mindlessly, so the point I'm making is to start becoming more conscious of your consumption. It always comes in handy to have some lotion in your handbag, and if you're refilling an old hand lotion container from a larger bottle, that's okay. But do not purchase a new one every time the one you have has been used up. But try and avoid anything mini that'll have a short-lived life and be more conscious of your purchases. We're just unnecessarily creating more waste in the world, and by purchasing these items, you're creating more demand for them. To add on to this point, avoid using the tiny soap, shampoos, and conditioners that you get from hotels. Do not take the notepads and pens either, as you're creating more demand for these complementary items. Not using these means less plastic produced, less fossil fuels used to produce the plastics, and less eventual waste in the environment. Aluminium foil, cling wrap, and wax paper are things that I've never bought, and I cringe at how much people use these items. I once had a friend tell me that she pays for the water she has a bath in, so it's okay to indulge in the baths rather than taking showers, and I feel most people feel the same way about most things. I can afford it, so I purchase it and use it however I wish to. It's my money after all. That is not the point, and it's not about whether you can afford the item or not. If you are not aware yet, waste, environmental sustainability, climate change, these are all matters that affect everyone. So you being able to afford something is beside the point. I know that there are sustainable alternatives that you can purchase to these items, but I think my kitchen mannerisms and what I cook do not entail these items, and I would say that this has most probably subconsciously happened to avoid using these items. I do have foil, but it is old foil that I collected from takeaways or something like that pre-COVID, and I did not have the heart to throw it away in perfect condition. The other day, my husband roasted some butternut, and he covered it using that foil. There are many beauty products that I no longer purchase, from face powders to vitamin C serums and facial scrubs. I either make my own DIY versions or just use plain household items, allowing me to reduce my waste from purchasing these sorts of items. If I really need to buy a beauty item, I make sure it's in a glass container. I used to be someone who suffered from uneven skin tone and a grainy sort of texture to my skin, and I can honestly say that using these more natural products with chemical-free ingredients has improved the overall condition of my skin. Also, what you put into your body is just as important. So having bad eating habits resulting in skin issues and trying to eradicate that with expensive beauty products just won't work. So guys, in addition to part 1 of this video, these are 13 things I no longer purchase. There are many more, And I had a friend not too long ago ask me about giving her a list of things I don't use or have swapped out for more sustainable products. And I was unable to tell her off the bat because they are no longer conscious decisions I make, but rather decisions that are quite deeply ingrained in my mind. It took some time to put this together, but like I said, there are many more things. And the point I'm trying to make is to be more conscious of your consumption. Refuse what you do not need. Reduce your general consumption. Upcycle things you no longer use in their original form. And donate, sell, or give away what you no longer require. This grows the secondhand market, which is crucial for environmental sustainability. Recycle the rest. However, make sure that what you're recycling can actually be recycled and does not end up as wish cycling, which I've spoken about in other videos, as this can contaminate entire batches of recycling, requiring the entire batch to be discarded. And of course, last but not least, letting things rot in the compost heap if all of the above is not possible and it is a compostable item. I hope that there were new bits of information in this video that was of use to you. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to hit the like, subscribe, and notification bell icon. Until next time, be conscious of your purchasing decisions and be the change you want to see.